Darlings, it's Sis from God's Favorites 444. I came to see you all again, just have a little chit chat with you before bedtime. It's been a long day, really long day, a lot of multitasking. So I'm just going to do a channeled message that has been recurring for the last few days. And I really don't want to, subcategorize anybody, but this one is specifically for like the single parent or the stay-at-home parent, even the working parent, but still, when you're doing the majority of the chores yourself, or the workload is so heavy that you and your partner have equal, workload. If you spend the majority of your day going by the routine and you don't have any time for yourself, you don't have any time to really enjoy what you're doing when you're at home, or you don't get any alone time, any of the above, you have to try to prioritize yourself as a necessity. Say, just the same as you brush your teeth in the morning, you take a bath at night. Those things are a necessity. If you want to do or make or create something outside of the routine, if you want to do something other than that, you have to put in extra. You have to do a little bit more than usual. You have to stay up late and do things like this. You have to do all your chores plus. You got to do everything plus. It is difficult, but once you get used to it, it's nothing. Whenever you stop doing it, you start to feel a little like empty, a little bit like something's missing because you had an outlet and now you don't have that outlet, or you push your outlet aside because you're too busy or things are distracting or getting in the way, which always happens. If you're a parent, it happens. If you're a working person, it happens. If you take care of other people or pets, it happens. We just don't prioritize ourselves a lot, and we spend a lot of time working, wanting, doing, or just following the routine. And honestly, if you're in a situation right now where you can't do anything, you just can't do anything about your situation. You have no car, you have no job, you are living with someone else, all the above. All you can do on a day-to-day basis is your chores. You can go through the motions. You can make a routine for yourself that is, in a way, stabilizing because you know what to expect. Every day is kind of the same outline. And then you work within those parameters. You, instead of doing chores from 5 to 7, you instead push those chores aside and you take one of those hours to yourself to maybe journal or listen to music that you've always liked, or watch a movie that only you like. Things that are specifically for you. That way, your brain starts telling itself, hey, at the front, though, are you good? Are you okay? Are you happy? Are you comfortable? How are you? Because when you don't check in with yourself, you can go long periods of time doing for others and then get burnout, and then honest to God believe it's those people taking from you and not you just reaching burnout. So, beware of that. Single parent, it's harder. You don't have someone to rely on. You don't have someone to step in and give you those breaks. But our kids are absolute blessings, and they do understand more than we think that they understand. They're little people who will soon be big one day themselves. And when they see you doing all these things for them and for yourself, they're going to do what you did. They're going to remember that the things that were provided to them were because of your hard work. So don't ever think that you're wasting time or that what you're doing isn't important just because it's not paid for or no one shows up and high-fives you. I'm high-fiving you. Good job. Good job. The work matters. For those who don't have kids at all and you just feel like you don't have a direction, you don't know where to start with your chores. It takes so many hands to make the world go round, so every little bit that is done helps. Cleaning always helps. They say cleanliness is next to godliness. It's because it moves energy around. It moves stuck energy. It moves bad energy, good energy. It helps the flow. Working on the chi of your home, such as making sure there's a clear walkway from like front to back or room to room, that will actually help energy flow in and out of your house. That will help. Like if you feel it's really stuffy, I know it's getting cold outside, but if you feel stagnant, you feel drained, you feel cathartic, open your window, like in your bedroom or in your kitchen or something, like open a window and let some cool air in. Let it bring in some fresh ideas, new thoughts. Air represents thought. So whenever you literally are just bored out of your mind, go outside, force it, pick up the driveway, pick up the stairs, pick whatever. Do something to balance your indoor-outdoor time. In the wintertime, we get stuck inside under fake lights and there's less sunlight, less vitamin D, a whole lot less of everything. That causes us to feel brittle and frail and sad, and it's a multi-layered thing, especially during this season. But to try to take care of your body and try to take care of your home is a very good start to solidifying your root system, helping your root chakra, helping your sense of safety. Even though you don't know what's going to happen, if you know you have a roof over your head, you have a bed to sleep in, you're doing better than most. You're doing better than a lot. Maybe not most, but a lot. Try to take gratitude into consideration. We probably still have more than most. There's people who don't even have this. They don't have the luxury of having a phone and watching someone else on a phone. They don't have electricity. They don't have running water. It does exist. It's still the majority. Anywho, sidetracked. The point is if you have the resources to maintain your sense of safety, your sense of self, do that. If you have little children depending on you, keep a brave face on, because they're looking to us. And when we look at each other like, I don't know, then our kids are scared and they're looking at us like, if the adults don't know, how can we know? There's a network of people just like you, single parents, working parents, stay-at-home parents. Connect. Do those things that other people, like influencers, do, like crafting, cleaning your house. If you like to clean your house, that's a form of energy work, because you are always rearranging energies. Crafting is a form of energy work, because it's using your creative juices in a positive way. Any way that you can keep your hands busy in a positive way is going to make big changes. Like, idle hands lead to evil deeds. Well, sitting on your phone all day and scrolling will possibly lead to crap talking, just because you're behind your keyboard, you know. It happens to the best of us. We've all done it at least one time, said something we shouldn't have because you're having a bad day and it seemed like a good place to drop it off. It's not. Keeping your hands busy will also clear up your thoughts. You know, when you're stressed and you're worried and you're financially restrained, you're not quite sure what you're going to do to make it all happen. Doing your chores is a great way to just clear your mind, let it come to you. The answers will come to you. You don't have to seek it so hard. So, while we're getting through the end of this year, and we're trying to wrap some stuff up, and it's getting cold, and it's getting wet, and it's getting messy, clear your space up while you can, because we're going to be spending a lot of time indoors pretty soon. So you don't want to feel just cluttered in there, stacked up, piled in. You actually want to kind of prepare to have something to do. We're going to get bored. We're going to get real bored. And boredom can lead to conflict. Boredom can lead to, misdeeds of other sorts. Even just falling back on old habits, calling people from the past that you really don't like, don't want to mess with, but because you're feeling sentimental and it's that season, you call them up. It's something you don't want to drag into the next year with you. Let's don't do things like that. Let's try to make peace with where we are and where we would like to be. If you are not where you would like to be right now, the only thing you can do about it is what's right now. The past has already happened. There's nothing we can do about that. We can't go back and fix that. The more you focus on that, the less you can move to the next thing. If you're looking over your shoulder, you're definitely going to get hit in the face with whatever's coming at you. You're not going to see it. The future is out of our hands. Not completely, but you can only work towards it. You can't force it. You can't jump from right now to tomorrow and make tomorrow happen. But you can do right now the steps it would take to move forward tomorrow. This is always the easy one, say you want to look into furthering your education. Well, the first thing you have to do is start looking at what you want to further, and then what school is good for that, and then what price range you can afford that is for that? What's the most feasible thing you can do? When looking for an opportunity, don't go for the top out first. Look for the door nearest you. Not every opportunity is going to lead to gold. Some of them are just lessons. Some of them are absolute shit jobs that you found because you were desperate when you were looking for them. Sketchy businesses, busted product, whatever it is. Sometimes it's just a lesson. It's not a matter of being personal towards you. It's just that's part of your process. That's part of you growing, going through it, and getting better at it. It's not a punishment or anything like that. It's not just that bad things are bound to happen to you. It's that as a part of the process, we're supposed to live and learn. If something happens once, shame on them. Twice, shame on us. So try not to get got the same way twice, right? Recognize the patterns. Recognize your own patterns, your own habits. Now is a great time for self-discipline. Just setting an parameter, an outline, some boundaries for ourselves and for others. Like, we always make New Year's resolutions, but you can do it before then. You can say, these are the things I did not like about this year, and these are the things I did like about this year. Get rid of the don'ts, keep the do's, and add to it. That's all I have for now, loves. I'll see you next time. Love you.